Hey, it's Anthony Iannarino, thesalesblog.com, right here, youtube.com/Iannarino, author of The Only Sales Guide You'll Ever Need, and The Lost Art of Closing, which is released on August 8th, 2017. If you're watching this video before that date, go to thelostartofclosing.com for bonuses like workbooks and videos and a mastermind coaching group on Facebook. I got a note. I'm not going to read the name of the individual who sent me the email. I'm just going to read you part of the email. I am given leads and expected to close on the first and only call. Okay, not a problem. The relationship starts at the front door with about 3 hours to reach a close. I'm succeeding at 50% but frustrated at not being able to nurture and develop a sale over, say, 2 or 3 contacts as I am used to, and am therefore losing what I believe would be certain sales with more time to build the value offer and my own credibility. Got it. Other than convincing my sales manager to let me adapt the sales model, what advice would you offer or guides to immediate closing? Okay, let's first talk about this. I just wrote a book about closing, so this is interesting to me. There's a certain set of commitments that someone has to go through to be able to make change. And that's the commitment for time, the commitment to explore change, the commitment to change, the commitment to collaborate, maybe the commitment to build consensus, the commitment to invest, the commitment to review, the commitment to resolve concerns, and then the commitment to decide. In some sales that can take days, and some sales that can take weeks, and some deals that can take months, and I've been in deals where that's taken years to happen. That's just how it goes. And in some deals it can take hours. Without knowing more, you can't judge this and say that this should be a one-step close where I have one call, and you can't say it should be a 2 or 3 calls. You just don't have enough information to make that decision. But here's what I would tell you. If you want to think about what's the right time it takes to make a commitment, you have to look at it through another lens. You have to look at it through the buyer's eyes and say, how do I work them through these commitments? How do I make them feel like they're safe making this decision, that it's going to create the value that they needed to create, that their business is going to be better off having bought whatever it is I'm selling, that they're going to be personally better off having bought whatever I'm selling? So the question is not what kind of a time frame do you do this in. For some, it's fast. For others, it's going to be slower because it's more complicated, there's more risk, it's more strategic. And we just don't know this from this fact pattern. But here's what I would say. If you're winning at 50%, 1 out of every 2 deals you sit down with, then it tends to make me believe that it is something that can be compressed, and it's not something that's going to take 180 days for sure, and maybe not even 3 visits. I don't know. But you might think about this. If you can win at 50%, that ought to keep your sales manager happy as long as your activity's good. And then why not slow down on the ones that you recognize that you're going to lose and book that second appointment with them so that you can increase your win ratio there and so that you can create enough value to deserve that win. The other thing that I would offer you to think about is, how do you win the other 50% without extending the time it takes to do that? Can you work them through the commitments? Can you work them through the process so that they're comfortable at the end? Or are you really just losing that 50% because they're not right for your offering in the first place? Those are more questions than there are answers, but this question leads you to more questions and not an answer because we just don't know enough on the facts to be able to decide. But those are good ideas anyway, and there's no reason for you not to understand that the buyer's got to go through the process faster or slower. Your effectiveness as a salesperson is your effectiveness at guiding them through that process, not the time that it takes to do that. For some people it takes a little longer, for some people they can do it faster. Your job is to serve all of them. I'm Anthony Iannarino. Hit the subscribe button, hit the share button, hit the like button, stomp on the like button for me here, and then do come back and see me again because this show is every day.